A little editor's note here. I hope you still enjoy this, even though this is highly Christmas episode. So, bit late. I'm sorry. Almost a month. Oh well. At least I hope you enjoy this watch.
Hello, my little ravens, and unfortunately, I want to say Merry Christmas in the future, but right now I cannot. Why? Because the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina has just uploaded a monstrosity for their Christmas special. Now, I said to you guys I would be the one to suffer through this, and I will. This is chapter 11, A Midwinter's Tale. Well, folks, I don't think this will come as a surprise to you, as this series is as stupid as one could possibly imagine, but they have now taken the pagan solstice of Yule. They are using an old pagan Sabbath in a series that quite obviously by now that we have all established thinks that these witches are satanic. She gets criticized, Sabrina gets criticized for calling the Christmas tree Yule tree by her Aunt Zelda. The obvious little spats between them continuing, and the Yule log is also included in it. I'm just sitting here trying not to think about it too much, because I still have to go to a Christmas party tonight and I don't want to get too angry. So I'm trying to keep in the festive mood while thinking about what should I throw out of the window. And currently I'm on the top floor of a house, so things will break. They think the fucking Yule log is a bloody protection charm! Oh my god! They think that if they keep this log lit, that it will keep bad spirits out. No, and no again! This thing does not protect you from malevolent creatures! How many freaking times do I have to say it? I am still surprised that these people don't do their bloody research. Oh my god! Oh, I'm getting a migraine. Oh my god. And you could probably hear the Rose telling me to keep quiet in the background, but quite frankly, he's right to do so. Okay, after this pathetic attempt of adapting the Yule log, Sabrina goes to talk to Ambrose about how her witchy side, after she signed her name in the Book of the Beast, is really starting to get to her. She's starting to block out her friends, mainly to give them the opportunity to get used to the idea she's a witch, despite the fact that they hugged her to begin with and said it's okay. But let's move on to, let's move away from that, shall we? Anyway, they are now thinking, well, Sabrina's thinking about having a seance for her mother. Ambrose says it's not a good idea. She says, yeah, but you said it yourself, ghosts are the perfect thing for Christmas. It's the perfect time for ghosts. And he was like, yeah, in fiction. And then she mentions the parting of the veil between the living of the dead being at its thinnest. Let me get this straight. That does not happen at Yule. That happens at Samhain. That happens at Halloween or All Hallows Eve or whatever you want to call it. This is not something that Yule is about. Good gods. Dark things are once again afoot. Sabrina goes to see Miss Wardwell about getting the Book of the Dead for the seance. At least this time she's actually asking permission. Oh gods. But Lilith, as I think we should all call her by now, has decided that she's going to disrupt the proceedings. Why? Because there is something that good old Mama Spellman might tell Sabrina that might make her regret signing the Book of the Beast. Personally, I think it's something along the lines of, this was all a plan, this was all the Dark Lord's intent, we were murdered, blah blah blah. Or it could be something even more in depth, but considering the IQ of the writers and the creators of the series, I think not. Seriously, I think I can just about make solid predictions on this thing, and we still need 46 minutes. Help. Anyway, after watching cringingly, Sabrina tried to reconnect with her friends and that blabbering idiot called Harvey. She finally manages to get Prudence and the Weird Sisters to join in the seance. And the Rose noted something very, very interesting. Despite the fact that Netflix has lost the lawsuit, or at least is on the verge of... Or no, it's settled, are you sure?
Settled.
It's settled. Well, after they settled...
Out of court.
Out of court? Really?
Settled out of court.
They settled it out of court, okay. Well, what you just heard yourself. They're still using the same statue! They're using the same statue that got them into trouble in the first place! I mean, what was in the settlement? That they could continue using the statue and giving that temple the bad name? Really? Because I don't think the Satanists would have settled for that.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, I think we've got some research to do, because if they have said, yes, you could use a statue just as long as you make sure that no blasphemous intentions or connotations are going to be attached to it, then fine. But according to what I've just heard, I don't think that's true.
It's a settlement, that's all I know.
Damn it. Looks like we've got some work to do, and we're only 13 minutes in. Good gods.
Raven, is pushing me to say this, but
Yep.
during this chapter, which I'm forced to watch...
If I have to suffer, you suffer.
Yeah, fine. Let's just say that she knows that I have watched quite a few movies and series. I have never seen a series hit this many cliches in this short of a time. I'm not saying that's a positive record, but it's a record nonetheless. From now on, I will probably do some endnotes unless I see some egregious shit again, like them using the Book of the Dead, which nobody told me.
Sorry about that, I didn't want to get you riled up immediately.
I'm not riled up, just disappointed.
And as the Rose was saying, another cliche was used in this stupid chapter. The kidnapping of Susie Putnam. Naturally, her dad wasn't at all surprised when she didn't come home the evening, and when he came into her room this morning to try and find her, lo and behold, she was not in bed! And suddenly he's surprised? Like, they only just noticed the morning after? What? Don't you notice when your own kid comes home or not? I mean, for crying out loud, I think the Rose and I can both say, people would know if we don't come home.
Make it easier on you. This was a first day at work. Parents usually, if you still live with them, want to talk to you about it.
Exactly.
It's terrible, and he should feel bad.
For even trying to pull off this cliche or move. Not even for the fucking kidnapping.
Also, worst kidnapper. He has stated his name multiple times, and he is the fucking famous Santa of the town.
Yay! Oh god, what did we get ourselves into?
Sorry, Alpen European.
Yep, basically we're discussing something right now. We think that from what we have just seen, these fuckers are now trying to ruin Campus.
Yep.
Basically what we've just seen was this Santa-dressed demon, or creature at this point that we should say, that has an extraordinary apparel and resemblance to the freaking Krampus myth. And we're just sitting here thinking, oh my god.
Well, it's already a hodgepodge of legends and bullshit, so this can just add this to the fucking gruel that is already stewing in this thing.
Yeah, that's... I don't know why I'm surprised at this point. I know what bullshittery and bad potion brewing that this has been, and I'm still waiting for one thing to turn out right, and I'm making myself suffer for this. It's horrific.
I can already answer the question. That's not gonna happen.
Thank you. It'll make me feel lots better. As the Rose predicted, it's a cliche. We are dealing with a poltergeist. This, better said, the Spellmans are dealing with a poltergeist. First, it reanimates a corpse, in the case of Ambrose, that then tries to stab him, and makes all the doors in the morgue go open and closed, open and closed, open and closed, you know. Generic poltergeist shit. Unfortunately, he's not incorrect, because the next thing that they do with Hilda is steal a knife, steal a bread roll, steal more knives, knock over flour and leave footprints in the flour, and then throw knives at Hilda. And I'm just thinking here, oh, for God's sakes, not this again. Unfortunately, they're not done, because the next trick they play is on Zelda. Using the sewing machine, they write with red, "We have your baby." That's right. They steal the freaking baby. They steal Letitia right under Zelda's nose. Oh, God. I want to be scared, I want to laugh, but I'm just so annoyed that I have no emotions left. And for someone who doesn't know how to keep her opinions to herself, let alone her emotions, that's saying something. Apparently they're not poltergeists, but something called yule lads. They might as well be freaking poltergeists, because they're the ghosts of children who succumbed to mountain cold and now cause havoc in the unguarded homes of witches. Something I left out, because I quite frankly was too angry to say it, is that the Yule log went out when Sabrina was trying to contact her mother's spirit, Diana. Unfortunately, the Yule lads got in. Had they put Letitia in the oven, I'd say just let them be. They're at least trying to make this series a little bit better than it already is. But people who put a baby in a preheated oven are quite clearly psychopaths. So, I'm not a fan right now. Alright, so after the family managed to save baby Letitia from an thousands and thousands of year old witch named Gryla, they finally do something about the fact that Susie is missing. And she's been taken by the rip-off Campus demon known as Bartel. And we googled, apparently Bartel is not a demon at all and appears to be just a rip-off of Campus. As I suspected, Rosa's cunning started working. She saw the fact that children were being turned into wax figures by this demon, and that Susie was going to be turned into another one of them. And also the fact that her father fell asleep, despite the fact he knew he still had a child at work. Parent of the year, wouldn't you say? Ross then asks Sabrina if this is like being a witch, fighting demons, holding seances, and Sabrina was like, hey, no, but except kind of. Finally, Sabrina's a little less boring than her more mortal counterpart.
The one, the only, interesting part that was left in the thing gets fixed by fucking proxy. Also, how does that witch walk all the way over there, still find out she has a changeling in her hands, not be pissed off at Sabrina, walk back to Sabrina and do something there? No, she suddenly knows where this demon is. She suddenly knows that he's about to do another operation. She suddenly has all her lads already in the room. This smells of writers forgetting a complete storyline and fixing it in post.
To be fair, they said they were going to try some trick to get her there. Besides, Gryla's a witch. That should say enough.
I am looking at this as a writer's perspective, not of a complete canon in the story. She somehow gets there. She has no motivation necessarily to find him and kill him, because then that's what she would have been doing the whole time. She got called to Sabrina's house. She came there on her own volition and willingly. And suddenly, she actually had something better to do that evening, which she didn't. From a writer's perspective, you, as a writer yourself, should see that this excuse
is a complete flaw.
Is dog shit.
The only explanation that I could give as a writer is that Gryla is ignorant of the demon's existence.
Yeah, then how does she find him and now kills him off screen?
That's the writer's faux pas that I'm seeing.
Yeah, she had no motivation to even get that necessarily. Oh, but he does something with children. Yeah, he does something with children. Yeah, she has a thing with children. Yes. I'm sorry. We never knew they had any connection, and now they suddenly have a fucking hit list on each other. Sorry, but no, that doesn't fly with me.
Well, finally we get to the ending of this debacle, and I'm afraid it doesn't get any better.
I still see time on the clock.
Yep, but I'm not going to watch it any further.
You should.
Fine, after this. Oh God.
Hey guys, remember Scrooge?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You say it. I can't.
No. I
can't say this. They literally sent 3 wise men, demons, out from the bowels of hell.
Which also represents the 3 spirits of time,
And the Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas yet to come. Oh my God!
I mean, I like the idea of combining the 3 wise men in.
I don't.
With that legend, but it's stupid making them demons.
Seriously, they are now taking a dump not only on Scrooge but also again on Christianity.
So here, I'm gonna say this because I'm the editor and I want to edit this fun thing. They look like fucking El Dragon from fucking Lucha Underground. Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I can tell that it's bad.
You would like him. He's a wrestler that's also a dragon.
Okay. Yeah, I like dragons.
Surprising.
But they don't know that, do they?
Now they do.
Yeah.
Guys, lore. Lore is happening right now.
Shut up. Anyway, I'm just gonna see this last part because I'm nearly there. Oh God. As suspected, there's really nothing to see. Thank the gods for that.
You don't know, there might be an after credits scene.
This is not fucking Deadpool! Anyway,
anything can have an after credits scene, my love.
Even this load of garbage?
I have seen bigger loads of garbage that had the longest possible after credits scenes. Yes, this is possible.
Oh, all I can say is this. This was supposed to be a Christmas special, and it ended up being a Christmas... I'm gonna puke all over your shoes.
Oh, debacle dus.
Yeah, debacle. It's horrific. And quite frankly, I don't know why I'm surprised anymore. Wait, did I see that correctly? Wait a minute. Basically, Netflix has just confirmed something. The Baphomet statue of 2013 has been used under license with all rights reserved to the United Federation of Churches, DBA, the Satanic Temple. They have now put it into the credits. I had to stop this thing just to make sure because I wanted to make sure. But yes, it's now copyrighted and it's under license. So
properly credited
it's properly credited now. So that debacle has been settled. Anyway, I seriously hope that no more Chilling Adventures of Sabrina specials are coming up because I don't think either of us can take this and I don't think we want to ruin all of your Christmases either, my little ravens. So that's it for now. We'll be posting this and a few other episodes.
What? No more end credits for me?
Of course you can, but I'm just going to do this part because I want to be done with this shit.
Yeah, no, mine's quicker. Fuck Sabrina, the series sucks. Nah, I'm kidding. The series looks actually fine. This is my first full episode.
Fine?
It looks fine. The visuals are good. But that's about all the compliments I can give.
Thank you.
Besides the shoddy writing and... yeah. Sometimes cliche looking or simple looking makeup, though it looks good. And have been working on this series along with my little raven over here.
Thank you.
Has been quite interesting to say the least. Now I'm gonna say it right now. You have probably watched the video with image or without. It probably didn't look as much because I am kind of strained for time and gonna have to edit 2 videos which are quite long.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why the editing on this one will be quite minimalistic. And I'll probably just put something on Christmassy on.
We'll try
as
to...
image.
Yeah, we'll try to make this look as good as possible.
No. I'm just going to make this look Christmassy. And this is going to be
that's
cut
what I
in,
mean.
cut
We're
out
just
episode.
just going to do whatever at this point because we're going on holiday and we don't want to pay this series, dubiously said, mind until we come back in the new year.
It's mostly you.
Yeah, it's mostly me, but still, I'm the one who has to suffer for it, and you have to edit my shit.
Yeah,
so technically, you are suffering with me, Rose.
In a way.
You're not getting out of it.
I'm not getting out of it. You don't know how to edit still, and you refuse to learn, so...
I don't refuse to learn. I just don't have the equipment for it.
My PC is right beside you. You can.
I don't know how to do it.
That's what
you
I'm
haven't
saying.
taught me yet.
I'm trying to, but busy.
Yeah, I'm busier than you are. Okay, we're not going into that spat just yet. Anyway.
We're not gonna get domestic abuse on this video. Anyway.
Shut up!
Happy holidays, guys.
Happy holidays, and we'll see you guys in the new year.